All right. Stream is starting. We're doing some Warhammer painting. Again. Same kind of a deal as before. All right. Just waiting, running some diagnostics. Seeing how it's going. Looks good on my end. Yeah, on this end too. All right. So, as always, the what now? That's probably, what do you mean pubes? It's probably just my hair from my head. Need to swipe it off. But anyways, what brush was I using? I was using this one. Why is it? Why is VC face not working? There you go. There I am. It was underneath the frickin' thing. Little wiry hairs. There's no hair on here. There isn't even a single hair on this. The fuck? Anyways. Palettes over there. Sorry. Okay. I need to add the streaks on there. This Sotek green. I'm just gonna do the ones on the on like the spore chimneys on the top. Get that out of the way as fast as I can. I'm also multi-streaming on YouTube. So if you care more about YouTube, you can go over there. Then I also need to touch up his knees up at the top here. Gold with pink stripes. Maybe that'll be Eldar. When I get the Eldar Farseer, like the free one from the Warhammer Plus. Do pink and gold. It's like, I don't know what their lore is. I can paint them however the fuck I want. All I know is that Eldar have like this shit called Wraithbone that they make stuff out of. That's what the paint Wraithbone is named after. Okay, so that's good. Sotek green. This pot of Sotek green is almost near the end of its life. I'm just like trying to use up the very last of it. And plus, when I use it with Tyranids, I have to water it the hell down a lot anyway. You can always tell when I'm looking down. The VTuber avatar stops responding. The other side, yeah? Yeah, it was this side. It was this side I was going. And then I'll probably go over it with like a very light dry brush of Temple Guard blue. Just to get everything looking nice on that end. That needs to be touched up. There's like spots that I'll go over after, so it looks perfect. I'm debating whether I'd want to enter this guy as like an entry into a contest. There's a contest coming up. I'm debating whether I do the Tyrannofex or Mortarion. The next time there is a painting contest. You apparently you can enter multiple entries, but one per category. So for like large character, large creature or large character, the Tyrannofex or Mortarion. I think there's more like technical expertise put into Mortarion. Except non-metallic metals. I didn't do non-metallic metals on him. Imagine painting Mortarion non-metallic metals. Like a mad lad. I mean, there's folks who've done it. There's probably folks who've painted Mortarion like he's fucking Mori Calliope. Like pink hair. Oh, like get it? Because he's got like a big scythe? Because it's a big meme. But like black and gold would actually go pretty hard on Mortarion. Calliope Moritarian. That might actually go hard as like a fan art. She's just like a big chick in like huge armor. Big scythe. That might actually go hard. Moritarian. It's like Death Guard are like one of the few factions in 40k that like use scythes though as weapons. That's kind of like their jam, you know? They like scythes. And Mortarion's scythe is called Silence. Silence is the name of the scythe. I might need to put more on the palette here. I'm done with this. Almost done with this edge here. There will be light edge highlighting, like, you know. Like with this color, this aquamarine. It's very nice. I found it at the store and I was like, this would actually go pretty well. Painted in the color scheme of Garfield, fighting against the Orc Warpaws, painted in the normal color scheme of Nermal. That would be pretty funny. Nermal, Nurgle. Mortarion in my Mortarion actually does have quite a bit of orange on him. No joke. He's got a lot of orange. Yeah, I've got to find a way to put the YouTube chat directly into my OBS. I can see it from there. What the fuck? Why is it saying offline? Does it need to be refreshed? Maybe it does. Maybe it does need to be refreshed. Streaming. Because I know for a fucking fact it's not offline. There you go. It very much is online. Very much. But yeah, YouTube is gonna make streaming on it even less worthwhile. Oh, I just have it as multi-stream just because, like, might as well, right? It also keeps the VOD on there forever instead of Twitch where it just deletes it after a while. Oh my god. They won't promote violent video games content on there going forwards. Oh. That is incredibly fucking stupid. Why would they do that? It's probably making the limited reach it has even smaller whenever you do anything T-rated or higher. Oh god. That's rough, but you know, I gotta do what I gotta do. I'm gonna do Halo stuff anyway. I'm recording right now. I'm not streaming it, but I'm recording it like when I'm just I want to sit down and play something by myself. I'm just recording the Halo playing through Combat Evolved right now before the remake comes out. And then I'll do all the other ones. Eventually I'll have like a big ass video up on YouTube that's just me playing through the original Halo. It's just gotta make more and more content. There we go. So that is that part kind of done. I need to move on to the other part. Why is this saying offline? Because I know it's not actually. Yeah, it's fine. Also still learning the audio stream's current bitrate of 128. Nah, the audio is the same as the give me a second here. It's not yeah, it works on the YouTube. Yeah, it's yeah. Still working through some of this technical stuff. Because that is part of this. It is all part of this animal. Oh, hi, kitty. What are you doing? My cat is in here. Will she be on camera? Probably not. Because I can't get her to come up here. But get in here for the stripes. Doing like the multi-layered stripes on this. But these like streaming platforms and like video creation platforms and stuff, sometimes it's hard when they want to remove that kind of content. But it's okay. I'm definitely trying to get more serious about creating content and being more consistent with it and everything. Because I feel like I've just been doing it like as a hobby, not as like an actual, I want to grow this and make it larger kind of a thing. Like it's all it's a different journey for everyone. I think everyone who like embarks on the content creation journey kind of eventually finds their niche and finds like what they like to do and finds their audience. And that is, but it's also the hard work involved, right? Of just doing it every single day. Not every single day, but like when you can. That's what I'm doing. When I can. Not when I can, not when I want to, you know? Not just when I want to. When I'm able to. Tomorrow's Thursday, right? Tomorrow's Thursday. like, there's so much shit that I want to do, right? Like, my friend really wants to visit Japan. I'm like, that's doable. Anything is doable. Save enough money, put your mind to it, plan for it. It's doable. You can see part of my floor, I think. Yeah. And then on the other side, oh, that's going to be hard to get in there with the brush, but hey. You know, I never said this shit was going to be easy. It's Tyranids, right? Like, I've always said that Tyranids are one of the easier factions to get started painting. But just like any faction, you can easily level it up and make it into like a really intricate paint scheme. Just like anything. You just need to find what works for you. And what works for me has been this paint recipe that I've kind of concocted over the years. It started out just like I literally just did what Duncan Rhodes said to do. And as much as Duncan Rhodes is an icon and he's awesome, I found a way that I liked to paint High Fleet Behemoth more. And I've just gone with that ever since. Still has some techniques from way back when I first started. Like the stripes are mainly the same. Sotek green with Temple Guard blue over top. And then like dry brush for some of the larger Tyranids. Whereas the color schemes and the color scheme, the main color scheme of red and blue is pretty much the exact same. But painting the carapace black became painting it blue. I used to prime entirely in black, and I started priming is one thing that's I've experimented with. I've experimented with priming in black, priming in red, priming in white. White is actually my favorite. White is actually my favorite because the contrast paints take well to the white. And it's a lot nicer with the finished product. I'm going to take him off of his base to kind of get underneath. There you go. Then sort of the very middle. I can always touch up certain things afterwards. Things that don't look quite 100% perfect. I'm just bringing it in closer to my face. That's why it's off the camera. Just bringing it in super close so I can see what this little bugger looks like. Okay. Yeah, his front legs are getting in the way of this, trying to get in this direction, but hey, it's good. There you go. That's that leg done. Have to go over to the other side. I need to actually put more paint on the palette first. Dry it off. So it doesn't dry, so the paint doesn't dry inside of the brush because that shit sucks. This brush might need a replacement. But luckily, I have one. I do actually have them somewhere. Ew, that's fucking nasty. Ugh, that's so gross. I'm not gonna do that. I've seen people do it for like blood effects. Like blood and shit, like blood splatters. Like they have to like gorge something. That looks cool. I think that's neat. But for what you're suggesting, that's nasty, bro. That's nasty. Oh, that's so bad. God, that is so nasty. Oh, Jesus. That is so cringe. That's like something out of my nightmares, bro. Yeah. Why is it when I take a nap, I have the weirdest dreams? When you take a nap, you have the weirdest dreams. Da, 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 da. Yeah, the knuckles on the top here. His number one waifu was the blonde chick from To Love Ru. I trying to remember her name. I can't remember her name. But man, homie needs to calm down. Like I get it. I've got little like figurines in here. Well, it's all like SFW stuff, right? It's like shit that you could like show your mom and she wouldn't think anything of it. Just like they're like, oh, they're cartoon characters. But like that kind of shit is like you can say goodbye to having girls come over. Ah, yeah. You could say goodbye to having chicks over. Cause even the like freakiest, like weirdest person, they could like legit fuck with like that kind of stuff. They're still gonna think that's cringe. Yeah. But that dude definitely sounds cringe. But me, I'm over here doing the war of the hammers. Eventually this Tyrannofex I think it's just like a couple more. I say it's a couple more steps, but I want to do Dawnstone on. I gotta do the tentacle, not the tentacles. The like the hooves and shit. I gotta do the hooves, and I still gotta like. I'll probably do like a feathering pattern on them, similar to the carapace, and then might paint black. Paint some black on it as well, like near the bottom. So it's kind of like how like horse hooves look. It was so shit. Yeah. Me. Anime. Sometimes it's so hard telling people that you like anime because like some people their only exposure to it is hentai and stuff. They're like, oh my god. Like some people will automatically think that's what it is. You're like, no, I like Dragon Ball. I like watching people fight. Oh my god. Or there's like anime that are really good, but they have like cringy parts in them. And you're like, oh no. And that part always makes you a little bit uncomfortable. I need to touch up this area a little bit. I dry brushed it, but it looks kind of messy. Yeah. We'll do the section next. That's the thing with this. Oh my god. I don't even know who that is. I don't know who that is. That's why I generally don't talk much about it. Okay. I read it. I read it. It's oh my god. That's crazy. Homie is crazy, dude. Why? Okay. Almost done with this leg. I need to actually put like, yeah. And that stuff is rarely up my alley. It's mostly weird. Do underneath here. Yeah, tiny brush. Let's go. And then looking around. The gun has most of the details I would want. I might add some more like Dawnstone at some point. And white. Yeah, I get it. I get that. When you see something where you're like, this just goes from bizarre. This isn't even hot anymore. It's just freaking stupid. It's just bizarre. It's just lame now. Give me 2 seconds. Give me 2 seconds here. There we go. What's going on? There you go. That shit is crazy though. Like what you're telling me right now. Oh my god, I'm not gonna look at it just yet. Oh my god, I'm not gonna look at it. I'm gonna look at it. You want to hear the reaction in live time. You want to hear the fucking reaction. In live action. Live K-Mac reaction. What the hecky? That is so strange. That's weird. That's all I can say about that is that's unique. That's interesting. Jesus Christ. Moving on. No. No. That's not right. Accidentally clicked on something. There you go. We're good. Closing that down temporarily. The second image, I closed down Discord before I even looked at it. This shit's stupid. This shit's fucking dumb. What am I even doing here, man? Shit. Oh my god. What's my life? Anyways, we've got more stripes to paint. And then edge highlighting. And maybe some dry brushing as well. Fuck. Oh my god, don't post that in my chat, bro. You're gonna scare people. Oh my god. Bruh, oh fucking hell. You're a mod, your messages don't get removed automatically. Oh my dear lord. Fucking shit. Fuck. Oh, fuck me. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh god. How do we... Yeah, it's too fucking late. Dear God, it's not just you and me in here. Oh my God. Keep your head down. There's 4 of us in here now, remember? I'm just joking. I'm mostly just joking. That shit's crazy. Why am I still here just to suffer? The suffer at your hands. Like, I get it now. When you say, like, this dude is just drawing whatever the fuck he wants, I get it. I get it now. Because that doesn't even make anatomical sense. It's just stupid. This is dumb. God damn it. That is terrifying. Okay. More stripes. That is so stupid. That isn't... That can't happen. Oh my god. I'm not a biologist. I'm not a scientist. But just reading that, it's fun to clip weird quotes from his... Don't post any of the quotes in the chat, please. I will time you out. You're a mod. Can I time out a mod? Because I will. I know. Yes, it's fucking crazy. One of the first things you learn to do in art is anatomy, and that includes the internal stuff, because you gotta draw the before you gotta you know how to draw the shit on the outside. You gotta know what's inside, so you don't draw a character that looks like they're crushing their own spine, like by how they're contorting their body. It's crazy. There's like stylistic stuff, and then there's just like, oh, that looks really shitty because it looks completely unnatural. Ugh. The YouTube. Where's the YouTube? That leg is done. That leg is done. This leg needs to be done. Today, before I streamed, I went to the store. I dropped off some magic cards that I don't need. Try to trade them in, get some money. What the heck? What the flying fuck? See, that's crazy. Sometimes I wonder, did the world actually end in 2012 and I'm just living in hell? Maybe. Maybe I am. Maybe we all are. Maybe that's just life. This paint needed more water in it. No. It needed more paint in it, not more water. Yeah. You just add a little bit more paint. Yeah, you better. You better, King of Midgard. It's... Oh my god. There are degrees to this shit. Oh. There we go. Then this side. And then some highlighting on this top part. I have to do all of that before I actually paint the spikes. What the heck? Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Like, I get it. It's funny. But like, you gotta bear in mind. You gotta bear in mind. like, I don't know, TOS stuff. That's all I'm gonna say. It is. It really is. A lot of guys really do not understand that stuff. I'm sure there's stuff about it that I don't understand. But I've had a lot of things explained to me by my friends who are sex havers. It's like, homie, what's another like crazy phenomenon that I've noticed in kind of like those like artist circles is also like females females doing like that sort of art and just also absolutely getting all of the anatomy wrong. It's very funny. I was also thinking maybe doing like art streams besides Warhammer painting at some point. It'd be cool. Fuck. Oh, it says Discord's on in the background. Discord's doing its shit in the background. There you go. It's doing something. That is very, very stupid. Oh, hey, we got a follower. Where is that? It didn't say. Are they an anonymous follower? I see that number going up. I saw that. Where'd that come from? Who followed? I gotta investigate. The follower count went up. Who? Oh, Donovan. All right, Donovan followed us. Donovan hit. Thank you for the follow. I do not know why the number go up. You're welcome. Wait, did you follow on an alt account or something? No, is that why you're saying you're welcome? It could be a bot. That's why I didn't show it. It's the thing. No, okay. So it is an actual. It just did not show it in the activity feed. That's weird. But thanks to Donovan. Donovan for the follow. Yeah. Yeah, I see it. Anyways, Are they still in here? Yeah. Weird. Might be like a brand new account. I like to acknowledge all the followers, but like, it's weird when it's a situation like that, right? You're like, I don't know what's happening right now. It's very strange. What part still needs to be done? This side of the leg, like this leg over here. We're gonna finish this tonight, I think, or at least like get close to finishing it. And then finish it off stream. Yeah, I showed you guys the entire collection of Tyranids. Not my entire collection. 3 strongest non-Goji kaiju in Goki films. Go. I haven't watched a lot of them. Ghidorah's probably up there, right? Like Ghidorah's pretty freaking crazy. Mothra, how strong is Mothra? Man, I gotta watch more Godzilla Goji films. Yeah, gotta watch more Godzilla. Aren't you guys like doing like a marathon or something in the Discord where you're like all watching it together? Yeah. There's definitely like obscure ones that I probably don't know who are like super freaking strong. Or not obscure, I just don't know them because I haven't absorbed enough of the media that it's from. I watched Shin Godzilla. Shin Godzilla was really cool. Yeah, yeah. Shin Godzilla definitely was really, really cool. Hedorah last night. Oh, okay. But yeah, you could tell I like big monsters. You know, you know how I be. I do like monsters. The Smog monster, the Pollution King. He's theoretically got infinite upper bounds on his strength, and Goji was only able to beat him with help from the Japanese military. Oh, okay. Forgot that was magnetized. It moves on its own. Does move on its own. Likes to move. Didn't realize drying out Hedorah was its weakness to make a giant microwave array Goji powered it with his breath to kill Hedorah with. Hedorah would have beat him. Oh. Yeah, he was one of the ones that they didn't like. I think he was one of the ones they didn't make a magic card for back in Ikoria. Like I know, I kind of know through osmosis like about some of the Godzilla monsters because of the magic cards back in Ikoria. Those were fun. That was kind of like what opened the floodgates for universes beyond though, so it's like how much can I really like it? When it was kind of like the patient zero of universes beyond. He isn't one being. He is made up of tadpoles, which form in polluted waters, and are likely extraterrestrial in origin, and combine whenever they meet one another. When he intakes pollution, he can grow infinitely in size and strength. Interesting. So, next one is just kind of doing what I was doing before in a different area. I just have to go over the entire model. This method. Now, it doesn't have to be entirely perfect. It's one of the more well-known. Space Goji. I have not seen it. The last Godzilla movie I saw was Godzilla vs. Ghidorah. I gotta watch more of them. And then we got on here. Oh, just Destroya for sure. That film is so good. Okay, let me know when it's happening. I'll pop my head in. I'll be there. I'll be there for it. Do movie night. Destroya. Okay. This. And then the inside of the intakes kind of thing. I gotta do that too. His leg? Bottom? Unless it's happening tonight if Psycho pops up. Okay. Yeah. I remember he was not responding. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? As in the Discord. Going like, bro. Respond. Response. Give response. Please response. I showed you my Tyranid. Please response. I showed you my Tyrannofex. Please response. The next thing he likes to ignore us. Maybe he's got other shit he needs to do. I don't know. If it ever seems like I'm ignoring you or something, it's probably I just got other shit I'm doing, man. Not ignoring you. I'll get to it. I don't like leaving like messages that are directed at me unread. Unless it's fucking spam. I get so many spam phone calls, it's so dumb. So many. It's like my service provider for my phone. I'm like, if I want to upgrade my plan, I would let you know. I already have a really good plan. I already have a really fucking good one. It's like, I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to offer extra features and stuff, but it's not actually extra. Or I don't know. There's always a catch. But you know. Flip them around. Flip them around. Painting the inside of these pipes on the back here. Good God. Da 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 da. Or don't. It's in Canada, man. Canadian phone plan. It's with TELUS. That's like the main phone company out in Canada is TELUS. Or Shaw. Shaw does shit. I think Shaw does shit with phones too. Or either phones or not. Move to MA. I'm fine where I am. I do like it. I'm not gonna lie, I'd rather be like further out in the city, like in Vancouver, if it wasn't so fucking expensive. If, you know, there's always the dream, you know, the stream pops off. But, you know, for now, I'm just in the valley. It's fine here. It's fine. MA that's Massachusetts, right? Pretty far. Pretty far from me. State of massive, huge tits. Is that true? Is the average titty over there of a significant caliber larger? The massive two shits. Oh, because Massachusetts, massive huge tits. Yeah, okay, I get it now. Okay, it's like it's a play on words. That's very funny. This is Tiggle Bitties. BLTs. I like BLTs. Uh, this part is almost done. We're at the tail end of it. Literally, I'm painting the plates on his tail right now. We're getting to the end. It's almost done. Okay, that part's done. What the fuck are you talking about? Mass hole to die a kinetic cunt. Oh my god. Do those two states have beef? Do they not like each other? I don't know. When it comes to like American politics, clueless. I'm gonna do like a light dry brushing of Temple Guard Blue over these parts. Just the top of it. I need more paint on the brush in order to get this to work. It has to work. It has to. It does. You know how it is. Or maybe you don't. With dry brushing, it's a rivalry thing. Everyone in New England hates everyone else from other states in New England. So New England isn't a state, it's like a grouping of states? Or like an area? I don't know. Okay. That's looking a little bit better. Just paint the tip of the tips of these with a little bit of blue. And then maybe this part here, a little bit of blue. Yeah, that looks cool. That looks cool. That's neat. It's kind of like in Canada. Oh my god. So, dude, these are fucking hilarious. Oh my god, those are funny. Holy shit. Oh my god, I didn't even know that about America. The main stage of the American Revolution makes sense. Makes sense. So there's a lot of history there. A lot of history. Now, the next step is using this in a targeted way to get some color on there. Get some color on those. Check how YouTube's doing. Of course, YouTube don't got nobody watching it because my YouTube has even less subscribers than the Twitch because I just started streaming on it. I've been ignoring YouTube. I've been neglecting YouTube. Like it's just been off in the corner. We don't actually hate each other. It's just our culture. Yeah, exactly. It's like joking. It's like messing around. It's not actually real hatred. And anybody who like actually hates like other places probably like gets clowned on, right? Like they're like, "Oh man, this guy is actually a shithead." This guy's a real douchebag. Right? Yeah. It's kind of like in Canada, right? Where we're like, people are like, "Oh, Canadians are so kind and so polite." Nah, we're courteous, but we also don't take shit from anyone. You know? There's that joke that like Canada is why the Geneva Convention exists. Like, and there's some accuracy to that. Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah. It's that kind of deal. I don't know if the dry brushing here is gonna hit where I need it to, but you know, fuck it. I do what I want. Fuck it, I do what I want. I really should have put more Sotek green on that part. Oh well, I can do it later. Go back later. We don't need to explain Canada. We've seen Letterkenny. We know 100% of Canadians are like. That's funny. I haven't actually seen. I'm Canadian and I haven't actually seen that show. It's like, why would I watch a documentary about my own country? Oh yeah, but I think I need to explain Canada more to you, bud. You don't seem to fucking get what it's like up here. You get fucking charged by a moose when you're walking to work. Somebody tried to throw a fucking beaver through the drive-through window at the Wendy's the other day. What a fucking hoser. See, that's what you get on this channel. You got me doing that shit. Now, what was I gonna do next? I was gonna do this paint. It's Storm Vermin Fur. It is fire. Should watch it. There's so many things I need to watch, but I've been, you know, playing video games. I was too busy playing video games. Playing video games? Uh, now it's the hooves. It's the hooves, yes. on. Yeah, I already painted that part. Need to go by the hooves. I was doing kind of a feathering pattern, like on the carapace, but different. Different color. Half a 5 kilometer this morning with my dogs. Half a 5K. Not 5 kilometer. 5K is like a marathon, right? It feels good to be getting healthier. Yeah, I get it. I've been swimming a lot more. I'm probably gonna do it after work tomorrow. That's the thing, is like deciding between whether I want to stream or whether I want to that is 5K is a 5 kilometer. Oh, okay. I was thinking like of the joke that Americans don't know what a kilometer is. I was like, maybe 5K isn't a kilometer. Maybe it's something else. Maybe I'm 2.9 kilometers, 1.8 miles. Yeah. Canadians, we are weird because we use miles and kilometers interchangeably, pounds and kilograms. It's like basically like, oh, are you weighing a person? That's pounds. You weighing fruit? That's kilograms. Are you weighing some kind of animal? Usually pounds. Usually we use pounds when like talking about the weight of an animal. But as soon as that animal is dead and it's just meat, oh, it's kilograms now. 26 miles, 385 yards. Yes. Just turn him over. Turn him over and turn over a new leaf. Turning over a new leaf. I saw some cool like plant inspired Tyranids that were pretty sick. The lore was that they were Tyranids that had basically been like only eating plants. Like they had been stuck with only eating plants for like a long ass time. So they were kind of in that situation. So they had like, you know, giant like leaves for absorbing light from the sun and shit. Getting their energy from the sun while they fight. It was a cool Tyranid concept that I saw. I've seen some really funny Tyranids. They're just like, clearly this is just a meme. Like I saw something called the Beerinids, where they were just Tyranids that were holding beer steins, all of them. Like they had the tentacles like sculpted to hold the beer. Like that's pretty funny. And they're called Beerinids. I've also seen ramen Tyranids, where their tentacles are noodles. Their bases had like the little Uzumaki fruit on them. That shit was so funny. The ramen Tyranids. Now, for the spikes. Spine. Spikes on the back. Stinger salvos. And just try not to hit where I painted earlier. And not mess up, and like try not to mess up the paint. So these are mutton suet, put in a pot, raise it to 375, keep it there. Take some beef strips, dredge them in egg, coat them in panko, deep fry them shits. Beef strips, deep fried in mutton suet. It slaps. That does sound like it slaps. Deep fried beef. I don't think of deep fried beef a lot. But it could be good. This spike, I think, got like a little bit too much paint on it and makes it look weird. No, it was just the plastic of it, I think. Well, I'm just painting these spikes because they are a weapon. So Tyranid weapon, the weapons on my Tyranids always get painted certain that gray color. Okay. Me, once I start, once I have a place of my own, which shouldn't be too much longer in the future, I will be doing a lot more cooking for myself. I will learn to cook so many things. It will be insane. Cooking. Cooking streams? Oh my god. Hand cam cooking streams from the kitchen. If I can figure out how to do that. Like, get a laptop. Get a fucking laptop. Just stream it from a laptop. Da 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 da. Da dee 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 dee. Did it? See how you like it, and when you realize you love it, use it to get all the bitches. Exactly. People love a guy who can cook. Say people because, your friends, if you cook your friend dinner, you have somebody over to play Warhammer and you cook them dinner, motherfucker is going to be playing Warhammer with you so much. We'll be playing more than just Warhammer. I'm just kidding. That's messed up. I want to play more than just Warhammer. Roll more than just dice. Anyways. Oh god. Da, 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 da. Making sure that these are the right shade I need them to be. The blue kind of looked nice on them though, but I want it to match the other Tyrannofex I have, so they look like, they look like twins. Twinsies. Twins. My buddy just hit the title drop to prove he's finally starting the game. He's 4 hours into his third stream of it. Okay. That's crazy. So wait, the title drop happens that late into the game? Or is he just incompetent? Sorry to call your friend incompetent. That was insensitive. Anyways, Null oil on those parts. Those parts on those parts. Show me those parts. Digimon Story Time Stranger doesn't title drop until 12 hours, apparently. What the hell? That is crazy. What the fuck? What the hell, dude? Also, I feel like I've been painting this guy for like 6 hours, like in total. He is a good boy, though. He will help me kill many knights, hopefully. Probably more like war dogs. Because when you're fighting, you can call him incompetent. Nah, you know Blue. You can call him incompetent. Okay, I like him, though. He's nice. From the few interactions I've had, he's nice. I don't want to call him incompetent. That seemed mean. But maybe that's just the Canadian in me speaking, eh? Or you don't want to, you don't want to be mean. You don't want to be mean, eh? It's been 8. You've been painting this model for 8 hours. Yes. That's kind of average for a monster. Because there's a lot of detail on it, and also I'm very thorough. I could probably paint it way faster than this, but I'm doing a lot more detail work than I would typically do on like a smaller Tyranid. But between like drawing time and everything, yeah. 8 hours. 8 hours isn't awful. Let me find, because I need to touch up the these are like the knees of him. Yeah, these parts here got some oversplash of different colors, so I just need to touch up there and correct that. Excuse me. Okay. On to just the touch up, I guess. I'll probably add Dawnstone. Dawnstone. Administratum Gray? Yeah, Administratum Gray is probably the color. It's not Dawnstone that I need, it's Administratum Gray. Administratum, however you pronounce it. I guess it's either one. It's one of those weird words. Then just clean up. Clean up here. You just start with the Evil Sun Scarlet, and then I will layer on top the brighter colors. Brighter colors. Yes. Bright color. Let me do some math. I'm starving, but I'm out of calories. What do? Eat something really, really light. Like crackers or something. Just like get some fucking crackers. Saltine crackers or something. Just eat those. That's typically what I would do. Or you grab like I have granola bars for when I get hungry, but I'm like, oh, I shouldn't have like another full ass meal. Shouldn't I shouldn't do that. That would be dumb. So there's stuff I want to do. Like I want to stick something to the base on this. Crackers are high in calories. What's something that's light that you could eat? It's just like a plate of rice or something. Just like put some rice in the rice cooker and just, have that. Or if you don't have a rice cooker, you just boil it. Tyrannofex. He's not going to look exactly like the other one because I don't feel like painting all the gill slits. Like the little things on the side. I fucking hate painting those. And it often makes the model look worse when I do paint them. 5 townhouse crackers are 80 calories. Jesus. That's like way more than I thought. Maybe granola bar or Nutri-Green bar or something. Something like that. Nutri-Green bar. I think, yeah, the Administratum Gray is the next step. But it's going to be very targeted. It will be very targeted. Maybe I put too much water in it. And then just on the very edge. Or at the tip. The tip of his claw here. Awesome. This is like probably like the second to last step, honestly. Because after this, I'm probably just going to do targeted white on like as a highlight on the claws there. Into little white line, a little gray line of Dawnstone on there. Then I put too much. Okay. Okay, that was a bit of a blunder. I need to not put that much. Yes, that looks better. Yes. Just like a little dot. Just little dots of it on the claw, like along the edge of it. Draw the eye to the edge. Because it's an optical illusion. It's all an optical illusion. Warhammer painting. You can break up the lines a little bit. Oh. Ah! Get out of my head! That's a lot of poo-poo. It really is. It really is. There's enough poop to make the poo-poo planet. Make the poo-poo planet. Oh god. Uh. Hmm. What the fuck? Okay. That's looking okay. What the heck? 29,000? That's like probably like, and if they're like on average like 10, 5 or 10 pages, we're looking at 200,000 pages of just that. That's terrifying. You know, that tag blacklisted on most sites. Because we don't want to visit Poo Poo Planet. We are not going there, bro. Not going there. Poo Poo Planet. Over 100,000 images. Jesus. We really are an awful species, aren't we? Just the worst. We really are actually terrible. Hey yo. He's almost done. Except that is, I don't even like that. I don't even like that. That's gross. But just regular armpits. I'm saying too much. Some of those artists, they go crazy. They go crazy drawing that. Oh my god. Yeah, but you'd be right on the money. Yeah, you'd be right on the money. I'm pretty vanilla. I'm pretty vanilla. You would be correct. Okay. Now, I'm going to do some targeted painting with this color to, get some of the like edges. And then we do up here. Just break up everything. The spines I will go over. Right now, I just want to get the very tips of the armor plating and like some of where I already dry brushed earlier, but just like tidy up some of the highlighting so it's a little more bright. Keeping in mind kind of where our light source is coming from, which is directly above. Because judges judge these kind of contests, they're gonna be looking at this those kind of details, like where has he been consistent with the light source? That's also a thing in like art, like actual art is being consistent with the light source and the shading. That's how you can tell how something is AI. If you look at the art and the light source is all over the place, like the shading is not in the same directions, like that's AI. Easy. That is one way to spot it. There's like a bunch of ways to spot AI, but that's like one of the ones that I always use to be like, if I suspect something of being AI, like, yeah, this image looks like it's AI, I will typically use that metric. So maybe like just no. I don't really care for how that looks. I think this looks better. Imagine trying to paint a Warhammer model in that kind of style that if you took a photo of it, it looks AI generated. That would be crazy. Like you make it like asymmetrical and like mess up the sculpting and like fuck with the actual model, like kit bash it with shit that it shouldn't have. So when you eventually show it off like in a photo, people are like, that's AI. And you're like, no, it's not. And take a video of the model itself, like spinning it around. You're like, what the fuck? That would be so funny. That shit would be hilarious. I don't know how you would do it. I don't know how I would do it. Make a model look like it's fake? Like, you can make a model look like it's cel shaded, like out of Borderlands or something, like a CGI model. Like, you can do that. But making a model actually look like it's AI? That would be a Herculean task, I think. That would be crazy. Like, anyone can just, like AI generate images of Warhammer models, but somebody actually sitting down to paint a real physical model and make it look like it's an AI abomination, that'd be pretty funny. Now, what's the next stage? I think the next stage is just maybe the white, maybe some white. Yeah. Just some white, I think. Yeah, just white. I might add more later. It's getting close to the 2-hour mark. I don't mind streaming longer than 2 hours, but part of me wants to like get this model over and done with and put on the shelf. The base rim still needs to be done, and there's like other stuff that needs to be done. Yes. We do just inside of where I painted that aquamarine before. Let's do like little points of light glinting off of it. Yeah, and I have to remember to make it look consistent, like actually consistent throughout the whole model. Consistent light source. Hold it back, arm's length. I do like, you know, you just hold the model at arm's length for a little bit to kind of check everything. The spikes on his legs could use a little bit of paint. I might go back and fill that in later too. There's always things you can do to touch up and just, you know, get a better handle on the model. And up here. For Tyranids that actually have like really big melee weapons, I do like to paint them with a little bit of white, so it's like there's white glinting off of their bone swords or whatever. But for this guy, I don't want to draw too much attention to that part and would rather like draw it towards the gun. His chin, the spike on his chin could do with a little bit more detail. It is almost done. The tip of his horn. Some white. There you go. There's some. That's good. What now? Just the base rim. The base rim, and then I'd say he's pretty much done besides like minor touch up that I have to do off stream. Because I don't want to be painting this model for eternity on stream. I want to move on to maybe my Seraphon so that I can actually have them fully painted for games. My buddy wants to learn Age of Sigmar. And I want to learn Age of Sigmar. Gotta find people to play with. There's definitely people to play with on if I ever have a Sunday off, that's when they play. That's when they all get together to play. It's the Spearhead League. Now we just paint around the base rim. The base itself could use some touch up too, but this is all just easy stuff. Easy stuff to do. Easy stuff to do. To get your model looking finished sooner. Base rim is a big one. This guy, I actually built him for a friend, and then he sold it back to me. So he was kind of getting out of Tyranids and like getting out of the game. So he's like, yeah, I'll just. And his main guy that he was playing with also like stopped playing Warhammer. So he's like, yeah, I think I'm just gonna sell some of this stuff. And yeah, I got the Tyrannofex back. And I'm glad I didn't glue it onto the base for him, because it being magnetized to the base has made it so much easier to paint. Like, bajillion times easier. It says magnets on the bottom to like put it inside of like a magnetized tray, like magnetized movement trays and stuff. Then where it's kind of that weird like white showing through where I didn't hit it properly, I can do Agrax Earthshade. Agrax Earthshade in here. I got it somewhere else. I have it somewhere else. Uh, just little spots of it on here, and then I'll figure out what I'm gluing onto this base later, like as far as like little skulls or accessories go and shit. Just trying to get in there to cover up where the primer is showing through. It just didn't get hit with much color. And just also kind of make some variation in the color of the actual base itself, because it's dirt and mud and stuff. There you go. Some of that. Then put some grass tufts on it, I guess. Stick some grass on it. I'll probably do the grass after I've actually like stuck down the skull and everything for him. But that's pretty much done. The tip of his gun, I might do something, but he's pretty much done. I'm saying he's pretty much done. There's still some stuff I want to do, like maybe make the tops of these green, paint them green. Probably gonna do Death Guard green, then Moot green, Thonian Camo Shade, because the other Tyrannofex I have, it's green, so I want them to match. This is basically just that Tyrannofex color scheme, just done better, because I'm not painting over an old paint job and I'm starting from scratch, so it looks way better. But I think I'm gonna end it here. I'm gonna call it a night. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching me paint the Tyrannofex and chatting with me, and also causing me immense psychic damage. People watching on YouTube will have no context of what the fuck is going on, because there's no Twitch chat. Well, I'm gonna fix that. I'm gonna figure out how to do that on OBS, and we'll be right on our way. All right, I'm gonna see you later.